So I don't know if you guys are actually, we spoke about it last week. Everybody's like, yeah, they'll be interested in some stocks, but I found something very good. So, and the website, there's been a new section added, stock seasonality, and based on the request that I got, so we got a request for Amazon, Apple, Tesla. I don't think we go Google, Netflix, Ford, and I put Coca-Cola, Facebook, and Air France, and probably we'll get some more coming through. But guys, man, I have to say, I think stocks are actually a lot more predictable than Forex. In terms of seasonality, the probability is not out yet. The probability hasn't been done yet. We want to compile all the seasonals first before we then start compiling the probabilities for it. But so far, from the data that we're seeing on the seasonality, you'll be amazed of the type of results we get. So let's look at Amazon. Wait, should we look at Amazon? Let's look
Forex
at,
is not working actually good in good manner.
yes,
It should usually it should work very nicely, na, like 3 to 400 pips a week we should get every pair, movement in every pair. Like we
yeah.
are not getting that thing in Forex right now.
I'm literally one leg in, one leg out of Forex. I'm not trading Forex as much.
Okay,
But
okay.
I still do trade. When I trade, I have to be certain of what I'm trading. And then when I trade, I'm very aggressive. I'm literally very aggressive. And I take my profit very quick now.
The reason might be like every country is in a lockdown mode.
Yes.
So transaction are not there in like international transaction are not there between the currency country. So currency will get exchange?
yeah, that's what's happening. No exchange, no money
Yeah,
exchange.
yeah,
And there's
yeah.
a lot
No
of,
exchange, and that's why the forex is also not working.
yeah, and there's a lot of printing. The money's being printed.
Yeah,
No,
yeah. Money been printed. Yes,
so that's another challenge
and
that we're
and and
facing.
and the forex, the little movement in forex is because of the product which are regulated by the government, like oil,
Yeah.
gold. All these products are regulated by government, so the government do the dealings in every country and they get the exchange for that. So that's
Yeah.
why forex is moving a little bit.
Yeah, so basically we kind of having like challenges with it right now. I mean, even with the oil and gold and everything is under duress right now. So we have to be very
Yeah.
careful. But what we can look into is the stocks is insane. What I've noticed from the stock market is totally insane. So let's pick Ford for example. Let me try to find Ford on this list. So Ford, this is Ford seasonality chart, right? And basically, if we look at the, uh, let's just zoom out a little bit. So if we look at the seasonal chart, right, and we compare what's going on, we should be able to see kind of a pattern. So let's say, or on the 7th, right, 13th of 7th, which is I think July. So we should be expecting a drop. And where's it 13, and look at what happened here, guys. So by the 12 13 we got that drop in Ford. And if we go back, let's see, let me go another year.
I'm sorry, bro. We can't see your screen. We're still seeing the seasonal.
Oh damn, I didn't share the full screen. All right, okay. So this, can you see my screen now?
Yeah, yeah.
So we're looking at, let's say for example, this drop that happened right here, which is the 13th of July. So if we go to 13th of July on Ford, you know, we check 13th of July on Ford. So 12, I think 13 was a holiday. So yeah, it was a weekend. So let's say we traded on the Monday. Immediately, look, you only have to have less than a pip stop loss, less than 1 pip, because this asset is not that volatile. But look at the drop. So in this type of asset, for example, if you're used to entering, and keep in mind that you can't trade micro lots in this, you can't trade 0.01 in this. You're going to be starting from either 10 lots or 1 lot, depending
Wow.
on which asset it is. But it's just the same thing. 10 lots is just £10 a pip. So let's say, for example, you had $1,000 account or $500 account. and you set a stop loss, which is after the broker spread has been taken, which is about, 10 pips, which is about, you're risking about $100 from it, and you take this trade right here on this date right here, what's going to happen is that you're going to make profit. You're going to be almost straight into profit because it's going to pull against you about not even up to a pip, and then it starts falling. So now this is one day. Let's say this is isolated incident, right? So let's go to 2018 and check the same date and see if we can get the same pattern. So we go again, we check our seasonality. We're looking at the 13th, right? And we come here and we go on the 13th again. And this is 2018. You see the same thing? Your stop loss right around, is it 13 I was saying? Your stop loss is less than 1 pip again. Just this is 1 point. So the moment you go in, apart from the broker spread, you should be in profit in a few hours.
Damn.
Yeah. Now we're gonna go to 2017. I mean, we're gonna look for the days that it doesn't work as well, because you can't guarantee 100% every single time. Look at it again in 2017. This is the 18th, right? What date? Let me check. What date is this? 12. So basically, look what happened here. On the 12th, on this day right here, the market kind of pulled up. Even if you had a 10 pip stop loss, the market just pulled against you 2 pips. So you're probably just risking about $20 or $30 in this case. And guess what happened? It still ended up bottoming out before it comes back up. So in this type of market, instead of you looking at it in terms of Forex, for example, like you're selling 1 or 2 lots or 3 lots and you want to make money quickly. This is a long-term game. So we're looking at 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks game, a month game. But what tends to happen is you then have to go aggressive because the stop loss is not going to be wide, depending on the asset you're trading. So let's go back again. Let's check 2016. So it happened in 2017 with a few days delay. Let's check 2016. 2016. I'm trying to look for when it failed. So right here in 2016, it delayed a couple of days, but pulled back about 6 pips. Even with 6 pips, right? And let's say you have a 10 pip stop loss. Don't forget, let's say 10 pip stop loss on average, the market still end up bottoming out. Still end up falling. But it delayed a few days. So around this time of the year, which I presume it's summer, people don't buy as much cars in terms of Ford. So let's check 2015 as well, because I'm still trying to find when it fails totally. So let's say right here, it did bottom out right here because the move is meant to last up until 24th of August. So if we look at it right here, let's say we entered on the 13th right here, it pulled back against you just 6 pips, but the bottom 42. You can see the pattern. It's going to happen regardless. You just have to give it a breathing room. Okay, so let's say for £100 you're risking or $100 you're risking, you're still gonna take some money out of it. Let's say you're looking to take 500, 1,000, 4,000, depending on how aggressive you want to go. The moves happen. So let's go again to July. Again, 12 right here, 12, 13. So look, so there's no distance. So let's say we went on the 14th. It pulled back against you 5 pips against. And guess what? It still end up bottoming out again. Are you guys getting the pattern?
Yeah.
This thing sometimes end up pulling back against you, but it does bottom at that time of the year. Now, we've looked at since 2014 right now. Yeah, 2014 up until 2019, it's been doing this. 2020 might be different. Now, this year in 2013, it did fail. I think it failed. It failed this year. But even if you're still, trading in a certain type of way, let's say you held and you're brave enough and you keep holding anyway throughout the entire move, because apparently this thing is going to still fall up onto December. Let's say you're brave enough and you wanted to hold out. What's going to happen is, this thing should go down. What's going to happen is, let's see, 12, 13. So let's say you went in around this date. It's going to end up pulling back about 9 pips, almost touching your stop loss. But either way, it's going to bottom out at some point in December. for you. So this is less risky. So this is one. Let's say, okay, this is an anomaly in it because I'm kind of fascinated by this data, right? Let's check. I haven't checked Coke yet. Let me check Netflix. Now, Netflix, can you guys actually predict what Netflix is gonna do before I actually pull up the chart? So let's say during Christmas time, I mean, what do you expect Netflix to do during Christmas time? Do you want it to go up or do you want it to go down?
Definitely go up.
Exactly. And during Corona period right now, what do you guys think is gonna do?
Same thing. Should probably go up.
Because people would always end up, people are at home and they're gonna be buying, they're gonna be paying the Netflix subscription. So I'm gonna try. Let me see where I can get So this is one for Netflix, for example. Now, with Netflix, this is what we're seeing. So let me go up onto 2019. Now with Netflix, look at what happens in January. From January the 1st, the market tanks up until the 25th. Now, the reason being that people are home, people on holiday and New Year, so they need to watch movies and keep themselves entertained. So this season of the year looks very good. So now let's check the data statistics. So now this year we had coronavirus, but let's see what still happened. So from the first trading day of this year, look, the tank happened. 640 something pips, 649 pips, right? Now let's go to 2019. All right, 2019 again, from the start of the year. Look, from here, right? Second, tanked up 1,003 pips. Yeah, let's go 2018. Let's check out 2018. Let's see what's happening. 2018, right here, tank up again, 1,348 pips. Yeah, you guys are seeing this, right?
That's crazy.
Guys, I think I'm switching to stocks. I ain't joking. This thing looks very sweet. Look, 2017, right? Tank straight up. Let's say this is not even that much. Let's say up to February. It still gave you 212 pips, right? If you know what you're doing and you're attacking very good, you would profit. Now, this is 2016. It failed right here, like literally failed. But within that failure, if you entered on the first day and you got your entry, let's say around here, you will have still profited about 120 pips, which at this point you should be locked in profit. And when you see this bottoming out and price never actually go above this price, you should let it go. So that's 2016, and let's check 2015. So in 2015, let's see what's happening right in 2015. So right here, we go 2015 and the move till February. We still had 1,437 pips. Okay. Let's check 2014. Right. So 2014, we can see delays right here. The massive delays in this data right here. So in this one, you would have got crushed if you don't know what you're doing. But if we use technicals and probabilities, we might actually figure out a better day to enter. Or if you use divergence, I'm going to still show you guys that one later. But what tends to happen is this. The move still went up. Let's say you went here and you still held. You will still have profited about 900 and something pips. Right? And let's go to 2013. So pretty much every year, except from one or let's say 2 years, let's calculate the last one in 2013 as a fail as well. Let's just say it's a fail, hypothetically speaking. We've had it in the past about 7 years. We've had it fail twice. So 5 out of 7 is going to get it correct. And basically, that's just by looking at the seasonal alone. This is without using any technicals, without using any other fundamental tools to point out when to go in. Are you guys seeing the gist that this looks a little bit more stable than Forex market? Now, let's pick another one, for example. Let's look into something else. Can someone pick a random one for me? Can you just pick a Facebook. Okay, this guy's a cheat. This Facebook guy's a cheat. So let's look at Facebook. Now, there's Facebook right here. Gotta find this. I know I got that somewhere around here. Can't find it. Give me a moment. Yeah, here we go. So this is Facebook, for example. Now let's look at a period in time. Where would you like me to do from? Start of the year, middle of the year? Which one? So, start? Wherever you tell me to stop. Right here, right here, right here.
Yeah.
Okay. So this is the 24th of 7, okay, of July. So 24th of July. Let's go all the way to July. So this year hasn't done much. So 24th of July. Look at it right here. See? So this is 24th, right? Let's say on the close of 24th, you went in, boom. You had that bottoming out of 200 pips.
It's crazy.
All right, let's check another year. Let's go. Let's just do a little bit of backtracking. I don't think this, look. 24th of July, you see? One day after, boom. See, it did a gap, literally. This thing just gapped.
Cut down straight. 400.
You understand? So we'll go July, 24th of July. Right here, it failed right here. Okay. Now let's go back. 24th of July. Failed right here as well. Now let's go 24th of July. Again. So 22nd, 23rd, 24th. 24th still dropped. Boom. 200 pips. Let's go July. Let's pick another July. 22nd, 23rd, 24th again. You got that drop, 50 pips. So what we're seeing here is in the stock market, it's not in most cases as volatile as the Forex market. Some assets are way more volatile than the Forex market, but some are not. And what tends to happen over time is there is a way to trade this. And by using the seasonality and mixing it with the probability, which we do have already. Now, I don't have any COT report for this. No, the strategy isn't complete, but there's something called market depth, right? In which you can see where the positions of people that are trading are. So you can see if they're buying and what volume they're buying, if they're selling, what volume they're selling, right? That's a new tool I will try to get if I can get access to that, because they don't really give that much access to it. But if we can get an access to that, then we can know, for example, if there's a massive buying power within that time, or there's a massive selling power within the time that's in alignment with, let's say, the seasonal, for example, that's the only time we buy or we sell. And the good part is we have so many stocks, so many. There's so many. I mean, this is FX Pro, for example. Now, I think XM has a lot more than FX Pro because most of the data that I'm using are from XM. And I'm thinking of changing to even a bigger platform. I don't know if you guys have heard about Think or Swim or E-Trade. So they're more based on stocks, and E-Trades or Sink or Swim might be a better alternative. But we're gonna find that out later on as we go, because I'm pretty new to the stock world. I don't really trade stocks, but if I want to trade stocks, I would rather trade options. Is anyone familiar about options? Not binary options, options.
No.
No? Anyone else? Does anyone else know anything about options? You guys
I have no idea.
Okay. I thought everyone was quiet right now. Basically, options are just like binary options, but they have a set expiry dates. They're dealing in contracts. So, for example, let's say you had a Facebook trade, and based on the seasonality, we know that it's meant to drop. So what you do is...
Sorry to disturb. What about volatility 75 index? Volatility 75 index. Do you know about that?
No. You can tell me about that.
Yeah, I also don't know actually. It is also like same like USD index and all that thing, but
Yeah.
it works for 24 into 7.
So
Means like no, yeah,
I don't understand. Is it a trading platform or is it an indicator?
yeah. No, no, it's not a trading platform. It's like a stock or something. How in India we have NSE and BSE. Do you know
Yeah.
that thing?
Okay. So
Nifty 50.
still confused. I'm still a bit confused. What did you call it?
Wait, volatility 75 index.
75 index. Okay. I'm gonna.
Yeah, yeah. We can just like collect information on that, na?
Yeah. Yeah. I'm gonna check it. Oh.
Yeah, you please check it and let me know like how it is and how it's work. So if at all we are like convinced with that, we will like go for it, na, with a small investment.
Okay. Yeah. Why not? I mean, I will check it out. I know I've heard about VIX and I heard about it from Josh Hanser, which is the guy that runs Trading Fraternity. Uh,
Okay, okay,
but I would actually check. I'll check into it a little bit more, and then I'll get back to you on that.
okay. Sure, sure.
Uh, so the way options run is basically like this. Options. What you tend to do in options is this: you pick a contract date. So let's say you're going in today, and your expiry date, you'll be like it's expiring in 15 days. Now they're gonna give you a set value. Let's say, for example, we're going in around here, and we're expecting the asset to tank. So they're gonna give you like if the market hits the strike price around here and grows beyond the zone, you make money. If price does not hit that level or go beyond that level, you lose money. And if price goes against you, pretty much you lose money. But you can set a fixed risk. So only if price hits that level, you're going to be making money. But if price does not hit that level, you have a fixed risk of loss. Now, the good part of this is because we have the seasonality, we can actually, know where when the price is most likely going to tank. And trust me, the spread is not like this. The strike price is not even as wide as this, for example. The strike price might be something as low as this sometimes. And if we know that, okay, for example, on this day, this Tesla, for example, we buy Tesla and we have like a 45-day contract with them. We know within now to the next 45 days, Tesla should have hit and strike above this price. And the higher it goes, the more money we make. But the money is way more bigger than than the way we currently trade. So basically, I'm thinking of going down options level. I need to do a little bit more research about it because I spoke to Josh a while back about this, and he was showing me this a while back, but I wasn't that much interested in option trading. I was more interested into binary option and forex trading at that time. So right now seems to be the best time to switch over to the options market. And we're not forgetting about the forex market, of course not. The forex market is still working perfectly fine. It's just slightly more difficult. And in order to counter that difficulty, I would recommend we trade stocks in the meantime, as I said. And then by maybe once the lockdown get eased down, we're gonna then buy the airline stock, which is good for us because already what I'm trying to look for is regardless of how the coronavirus plays out, the seasonality seems to be playing out in the what's it called in the stock market, but a little bit more volatile. Like for example, if we check here, for example, on the 7th, if the lockdown gets eased by the 29th of July, Air France is most likely going to tank, and we can actually trade this like a forex asset and just buy it, you know, and make some profit out of that and hold that probably to around November right here. Okay, so that would be the best thing. And if we look, for example, right here in Air France example, we look at 24th of no, let me not look at 24th because that's not all aligned. If we look at the 30th of January, for example, let me load up Air France. Um, that fall should have happened. So let me see if it did happen real. So Air France is this. Okay, let me just pump right here. So we're looking from the 30th of January up until sometime May. So I want to see. So right here, market did pull back, but only pulled back about 14 pips before it started bottoming out. Now, 14 pips. I know when you guys trade Forex, for example, you risk a lot more than 14 pips, right? That's standard. I mean, if you use the ATR value and all of that stuff, you're going to be risking a lot more than that. But in this situation, for example, with all this pullback, 14, 15 pips pullback, it's still nothing. Let's say you did a standard 10 pip stop loss, for example, and price pullback about 10 pips and rated you out. Eventually, when you see price go below this level, you should start selling. Now, let me say we go to another year, for example, because I haven't actually checked this Air France data. I've only seen it being included there. It literally failed right here. Failed in 2019. Kind of, not really. Yeah, it did fail because it did do this massive pullback. It will have kicked you out. You should have been locked in profit. The stop loss are tighter anyway. So let me check 2018. It did play out right here, right? Yeah, it did play out right here. 2 days delay, but we still get that bottoming out. And 2017. Nah, it did fail right here. I think, yeah, it did fail right here. Let's check 2016. We do not want to sell Air France. This is one you do not want to sell. The data is up to 2016 on this. I think on XM I got it to 2013. But this asset, for example, I wouldn't actually mess with it because looking at the probability and the seasonal right now, it doesn't look very good for this time of the year. Maybe this time of the year. 29th of 7. Let me check. 29th of 07. Nah, still pull back about 6 pips. I mean, the pullback doesn't, it's not that big, but I wouldn't still take it anyway. This is my first time seeing this data as well, so it's good we're looking at it together. 29 of 07. Okay, it did work right here. But 31 pips. This pips looks silly, to be honest, 31 pips, but it's still something if you use it perfectly, especially if you trade options. 29th. So it did happen right here as well. 19. It's not that much. This is definitely one I'm not really excited to trade at all. It did happen right here as well. But basically, what I'm going to try to do, I get the guys to get more airlines right there. But overall, what I've noticed is most of these assets are more stable. The stocks are a lot more stable than the Forex market. Damn, Apple is just a cheat. So basically, what I presume, or what I would suggest we do is, if we can transition easily into the stock market, that would be great. The Forex market still works. I mean, we had the USD CHF last week. Funny enough, that started moving up from Monday. So once it's done or move up to 200 moving average, I just left it because it was a no-brainer anyway. It's going to fall from there. So, but this gives us a lot more opportunity to trade. So let's say, for example, we don't have any trade for Forex this week. We can then switch to stocks that week. And if we don't have a trade for stocks that week, the likelihood that we're going to have a trade for Forex the week is going to actually be high. So what I want to do now is, do you guys think you want to trade stocks still, or would you rather stick with Forex?
And this seems less risky. So yeah, there's no this thing. As well just trade this also together.
Okay, okay, that's fine. I mean, we'll get the probability data. I haven't got the probability data yet. Does anyone else want to trade stocks, or you guys would just rather stick with forex?
Forex
I
is
like stocks.
Like
I'm down
stocks?
to, yeah, I'm
Okay,
down to trade stocks.
okay. So, I don't know if Shana was you trading stocks as well, or no? Where you go?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, that's good then. So in that case, what I'm gonna do is I'm still gonna need you guys' assistance, and I need you guys to recommend more stocks to get the seasonality for, because currently we only have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Compared to the forex, when we pair them up together, it's about over 34. So, but in this, we have to have a lot of this in place. So, if you guys can recommend what stocks you want us to look into and to get the seasonality chart for, then that would be great. But the good side of the stock market is this: you're risking very few. Your risk is very, very low compared to the forex market. Your exposure is very low. So you can see, even in the worst case scenario pullback, the pullback is 20 pips, which is a joke compared to forex, when you can get 100 pips pullback, 200 pips pullback, and you start chasing the market. So that's the difference between it. But the only difference is that the also major difference that I notice is you cannot trade micro lots in stocks. So you have to be looking to trade 10 lots, a whole lot, maybe, if you're lucky, depending on which broker you're on. One lot, 10 lots, that's how it goes. But imagine if you have 10 lots in 10 different ways, which are 100 lots, for example. So you're buying 100 of it, of that shares. Eventually, when you hit that take profit, you can be taking them about 5, 10,000 in just one trade. And because it's more stable, it's way better. And this is just the beginning for us anyway. I mean, this is the first tool I put up for the stock trading. Then the probability is going to come in. Then there's going to be ROC coming in for divergence, rate of change. So it's going to let us know who are buying and who are selling at one specific time. And, that will help us know when to avoid trading. So in the times that the market has failed, we will know not to trade during those times, at least giving us an accuracy about 80 to 90%. So we would have best of both worlds. We have the stocks and we'll also have the forex simultaneously. Okay, I think that's gonna be best for everybody. I mean, what do you guys think? We have stocks and then we have forex, so it's double money anyway.
Yeah, I think that's a really good idea.
Okay,
Smart.
yeah, that's perfect. So in that case, all I just need you guys to do is, if you can recommend which this thing to trade, which stocks you want me to put up. I mean, someone recommended Tesla, someone recommended Ford, uh, Amazon, and we got that already. Nobody recommended Air France. I was just the one that said, they should make that. But looking at the result from this, I don't think I want to trade this, to be honest. But it's just gonna be there, just data to be there for. I know Warren Buffett like Coca-Cola. I haven't checked it. So I told him to get that onto there as well. So if you have any more suggestions, please let me know. And then we'll get that up there as well. Is there any suggestion at the moment that you can think of, or I'll just leave you guys to do that later?
I'm gonna look later. I'm gonna do some research to see some good ones.
Okay, and that's fine. And then the Coke, I know Warren Buffett trades this a lot. I would actually like to check. I haven't really checked them. I was just excited by seeing all of this, probabilities being done. And I want to actually see what Coke does, because the guy said it's a safe haven. You can always make double your money from Coke. I don't know how true that is, but if there's double money every year from Coke, then that's a big boy game right there. All right, let me check this. No, I don't need this. But definitely, there's one thing we're gonna do. We have to change platforms. We might not be able to use MT4 anymore. I mean, we'll use MT4 for Forex, for something else for stocks. Um, 23rd of March. So let me see, 23rd of March. Oh shit! It still happened during the coronavirus. This just happened. Or am I dreaming? It did go up, and it's meant to keep going up all the way till July. It is going up, guys, on the 23rd, spot on. So this is moving. It's gone 100 and some pips, and it's still moving. So I'll check 23rd again of March one more time. I didn't expect it to do that during this time. So people are still drinking Coke. Oh, damn. This is good. 23rd going up. I just want to check on the 23rd again. 23rd right here, gone up, but it did fall back down and then go back up. Should be locked in profit right here. This is why I want to trade binary option. Once it touched that strike price, man, that's good. That's money for us. And but I have to do more research into that, because if we can get that unlocked, that would just be like we're cheating. We'll be getting straight money almost every single time. So 23rd right here. So Coke seems to be going up from the 23rd of March. Seems very stable. The 23rd, it did go up a little bit, 710 pips. That's not a lot at all, but considering the way it moves, you should be locked in profit regardless. At least 2, 3, 4 pips in profit. 23rd. Okay. No, definitely no. I'm not gonna trade this year. So I think US there it seems like yes. Yeah, I get US 30 in the game. We'll pull US 30 into the game. Those things are volatile though. I hope you know. I hope you're ready for that one. If you're not stable in your account at this, it's gonna blow it. That's gonna blow the account straight. But if we're stable and we're good, that's gonna be a whole lot of money.
Ade,
Yeah.
bro, I have sent you that volatility wala.
Sorry?
I have sent you that volatility index screenshot.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, just check. We will just check it out.
Okay.
Okay, and like if it is good, then we will invest in that also.
Okay, we're gonna definitely get that then. VIX, right? No problem. We're gonna check into the VIX. I mean, what I can get is I don't know if this guy's got VIX right here. Nah, I don't think VIX is right here. Do you know what broker go VIX? Because we will need the data for VIX. No. Nah, it's not here yet. But I'll find the data. I'll speak to the rest of the team and find someone to get the data and then create the seasonality for it. That's not a problem. Yeah, definitely. Thanks, man. Thanks, Shanawaz. I'll get to that. Don't worry. So yeah, Coke seems to
Okay,
be
no problem.
Coke seems to be a little more stable. 23rd, this 24th, 23rd, 24th right here. So it is stable. So I mean, to me personally, I think stocks are slightly more stable than Forex. So it's not as big as Forex industry. The money you make from it actually is quite a lot if you know what you're doing. And it's just, I think it should be similar to Forex money anyway. I mean, we're not looking to make the entire money in the market. We're looking to make about 2 trillion or something like that. So you're cool. Even if it's a couple of millions you get from this is still something to be, to be proud of. So personally, I think we should trade stocks in the meantime. What I would like though is if everyone can actually find a good broker or a good platform to trade stocks, that would be good. I'm thinking about Think and Swim. I don't know if you guys have heard about Think or Swim, but the guys in the States, you guys are more fortunate because you guys kind of like get this automatically for your stuff. So Think or Swim is another good one to use. It looks like this. I don't know if you guys have seen it before. It looks something like this. Have you guys seen something like this before?
No,
Yeah,
not
so
some.
we going into some advanced stuff right here. So Think or Swim is one of the ones, that we're gonna be looking to use. I mean, so Forex brokers do use this, but not a lot of them. So Think or Swim is one of them to use. Then E-Trade as well. I think E-Trade. E-Trade does options, so E-Trade as well is another one. So it looks like this. So these are the two we're gonna be looking at. But E-Trade account, I think you have to have a payment. There's a subscription for that one. There's a subscription free just to have the platform to trade on the platform. So to just show you how much professional it's about to get right here. So I don't think it's expensive. Should be a couple of hundreds of dollars maybe, to be able to trade on them, but it's good. So they're for options trading. So if you guys can actually research on options trading, that would be good. That would be very good. So I mean, it gives kind of a very good perspective onto what we're going into next. So if you want to trade that or you don't want to trade that. So I would recommend get an idea, get an overall idea of what option trading is, and see if you like it. If you like to trade the stocks as options, or you just like to trade them as shares, then we'll then decide what the transition is going to be. But in the meantime, you can still be trading the forex. The strategy is still working. It's not as the way effective as it will normally be, but the strategy is still working. I still think it's still one of the best strategies to use to trade. But in the meantime, though, it's good to research into other avenues. So by the time Forex comes back in the game fully, we'll have Forex, then we'll also have the stock market. So we literally have the best of both worlds to trade. So whichever one you choose, or whichever one you vibe more with, if you're more professional with the Forex market, you can make more money in the Forex and then leave the stocks. But if you're more professional in the stocks, you can trade the stocks, then leave the Forex. So, to get more comfortable. Basically, this gives you more option and to let you know yourself better, what type of risk size you're actually into. Okay. In the meantime, is there any questions or anything you'd like me to touch on? I know I didn't touch on any Forex asset at all, but you guys have the seasonal and probabilities. You can always check that. Is there anything you need me to touch on?
No.
No?
Everything seems good.
What about the rest of you guys, man? You guys need anything? No? And it's so weird when everyone goes quiet.
Yeah, it all is good.
All right, cool.
Everything looks good.
Okay, that's no problem. I see the people talking. I see Shadowaz and Mukhtar talking, and Jordan's talking. Peace, you're quiet. Babalola, you're quiet. No worries. I see you guys. All right. So if you guys have any questions, man, just let me know.
I'm in the studio. That's why. Sorry.
Oh, okay. Nice one, man. Enjoy your session, man.
Yeah, I don't want the noise to disturb. I mean the sound.
Enjoy your stuff, man. Make that music, man.
Yeah, thanks, man. Thanks.
So if you guys have any requests for any stocks, I mean, this is the best time because the best time for us to get the stock seasonality here because the guys in the team are creating it right now. So if we can get the request of all the stocks you want, we can put that into the platform. So by the time you're ready to trade, it's always there for you. Rather than when you want to trade it, we then have to create it from the start because they're already in that mood of creating seasonality anyway. So, and it's quite a lot of data and a lot of hard work and calculations. So I tried it last week by myself. I couldn't create it. I thought I could do without them, but I still needed them at the end of the day. So guys, please, if you have any stocks you want me to send to the team, please send me the names of it. I'll do it. I know we got the US 30 in there, and then we're gonna look into VIX as well. So, and that should be about it. So if there's no question, I'd like to end today's session on that note. Okay. All right, guys, take care of yourself and have a lovely weekend, rest of the weekend. All right, bye.
You too, Dan. Later.